One of the worst things that new rappers do is hold on to their music. You've probably been there, spending hours, maybe even days on a 2-minute song. You tell yourself, I'll drop it the day it's ready, but that day will never come. You spend hours adjusting the smallest things in a song, but even you know nobody will actually hear the changes you make. If you haven't been there, you automatically have a way higher chance of seeing success in music. It's basically impossible to blow up while obsessing over the smallest things. Let's say you're dropping 1 to 2 songs a month. That's 12 to 24 songs a year. That is not nearly enough for the early stage. Think of music kinda like push-ups. Imagine you're skinny, so you start doing 12 push-ups a year. Of course you won't build much muscle, it just won't happen. If you're starting from basically 0 fans, you won't be able to build a fan base either by doing 12 reps. The truth is, you have to do more than 120 songs every decade. Now of course, your music has to be actually good. And I'm not talking about just you think it's good, other people have to think so, random people on social media have to think so, your friends have to think so. There has to be zero bias. I'm not over here just saying you can drop anything and it will be fine. Spend a few months learning how to make good music, and if you make your own beats, just try to level up. Now honestly, you should be able to make a song in a day. I'm talking making the beat or taking one off YouTube and mastering for streaming services. In 2025, you can make an extremely professional sounding song in a day. You probably already have a preset, and there's millions of beats on YouTube. Even a pretty cheap mic can get you a good sound. I already know the comments are going to be crazy on this video, but you can't spend 5 hours obsessing over a hi-hat. I can see you writing that comment right now. Just hear me out for a second. A lot of people that aim for perfection with their music aren't actually aiming for perfection. They're trying to protect themselves in a way. Finishing anything creative means people will think it's either good or bad. People will critique it. They'll give pushback. But when you don't finish a project, there's no accountability, or you can extend it by at least a few days until the actual release date. Perfection isn't professionalism, and it doesn't even exist in the first place. Go listen to the biggest songs on Spotify, and you will find imperfections. A song by Taylor Swift popped up on my Spotify the other day, and there were errors in the mix. If Taylor Swift doesn't have perfect mixing and mastering, you probably won't either, and that's 100% okay. This is a perfect transition to comparison. A lot of rappers hear their favorite artist and compare themselves to them. What a lot of people don't know is they have access to so much more. They have access to a $1,000 mic, they have access to $1,000 worth of plugins, they also have the best engineers and producers on the whole planet working on their music. They can get as close to perfect as possible. Now I'm not saying any of this to discourage you. It's the exact opposite actually. Ever wonder why an artist has a debut studio album? It's because that's when their music starts getting as close to perfect as possible. Before that, a lot are recording at home on a Blue Yeti. Before Osamason blew up, he had hundreds of songs released. He dropped roughly 100 to 200 songs a year in his first few years rapping. And that's just songs that are out there that we can hear. When Jay started, he was dropping 4 tapes a month. Not songs, full tapes. And they weren't low quality. They had a name, cover art, all songs were high quality. Some of these tapes had over 15 tracks too. If you want to see some real crazy shit, look up Jace Records Goose Creek. He spent 30 minutes making this song, and it has over 14 million streams just on Spotify. He also recorded this while thousands of people were watching, and he had hundreds of thousands of active fans that will hear it. Another great example here is Plaqueboy Max VODs. In these streams, you can see some of the biggest rappers on the planet punch in. They don't overthink every little thing, and they still make great music. Holding music is what you do later down the road. And to be honest, if you're holding music now, it's going to be really anxiety inducing when you gain even just a small fan base. Now I'm not saying you have to drop 4 tapes a month or a song every day, but 2 songs a month just doesn't cut it anymore. Everything I said goes for promo as well. 2 TikToks a week doesn't cut it anymore either. I'm sure a lot of you guys found me from that Punk Rex video, and even though I said the method probably isn't the greatest, I respect the grind. He was able to make everybody start talking about him in like 2 weeks. I mean, I made a whole 8-minute video on the dude, giving him free promo. If I were you, this is what I would do. Drop at least 1 song a week, and if you can do more without losing quality, of course don't drop every day, but at the same time, if you don't have a fan base at all, 2 songs a week doesn't hurt. Don't listen to Reddit saying I'm wrong here. 4 songs a year is insane, bro. Make sure your promo game is strong too. If you're dropping a bunch but nobody's listening, Spotify will start to promote you less. Now if you're making music just as a hobby, I'm sure you realize by now this video isn't really for you. If you like making music as a hobby, that's 100% fine. This video is mainly for people that want to take music seriously, already spent a few months learning how to make good music, and want music to replace a more traditional path. I hope at least one person overthinking their music sees this and realizes this early stage shouldn't be as scary as they think it is. I'm gonna say this being very direct, but the beauty of having 0 fans is nobody is watching. I know that sounds harsh, but let me explain. Go back to my first few videos on this channel after this video, and if you listen to the beats, they were not that good at all. People like them though, and I got some songs with people very early on. Bigger producers reached out to me and told me what to change. I made connections, and my music started to get better over time. If I never dropped, nobody would have put me onto new things. Nobody can listen to your music from your PC, songs sitting on your hard drive won't get you on stage, and most importantly, you won't learn anything from holding on to your music. It's like playing Minecraft on peaceful mode. It's cool and all, but there's no pushback or challenge, and you definitely won't learn how to play the full game by just playing on peaceful. Alright guys, I think that's pretty much it. If you want to grow as a rapper, I have a private server. In that server, I'm actually doing a speedrun of The Underground and documenting every move I make. I started this speedrun 22 days ago, and I have 85 monthly listeners right now. I'm also not using my Instagram to promote my music for the first 1K, paid promo, or any connections from my network. The motto of this speedrun is I can't do what you can't do. If you want the full blueprint of what I'm doing, and also hours of other content, join the server. I'll see you guys later. Peace.